The rise of a new kingdom age. In a world where systems are designed, not broken, and the many serve the few, a new generation rises. Not to hustle within the system, but to understand it, challenge it, and rebuild it. This is the age of systems, where money moves digitally, power hides in algorithms, and control is invisible. This is not a show. This is a command center. Welcome to Eagle Generation TV. This is where systems are decoded, and the future is engineered.
Yes, welcome to Ego Generation TV. My name is Collins Kanira, and this is where we unveil the mystery of where most people say we do not understand. But here, we will let you understand. And yet, this is yet another day, another hour, another minute. And of course, according to where you're watching us from, if it is morning, good morning. If it is evening, good evening. Yes, so welcome so much to this edition. And today we are into a very huge topic. Before that, let me welcome our tech here. Have you been, bro?
I've been fine, bro. How are you?
I'm correct. Very correct.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, I tell you. Very important.
Yeah.
Maybe just talk to us, introduce yourself to us.
My name, again and again, as I've always said,
Yeah.
my name is Kibaki Peter,
Mm-hmm.
a.k.a. The Ego.
The ego.
A.k.a. The Ego. And I'm delighted to be here with you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's another season. When you called me and told me that we are coming to talk about national matters,
National matters, yeah.
as pertains to technology, I was so like, oh my God, that's a huge thing,
Nothing, bro, man.
But we are prepared because Africa is ours, and as one of our leaders says, that Africa is our business.
It's our business.
And so it's for us, the young people,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to rally behind innovative minds and men that have gone before us, to be able to support their labors by bringing perspective in the areas of our dominion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well elaborated there. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's yet another day that we execute this one,
Right
right
time.
about now. Very much important. We want to dive in here. A couple of questions that people are asking, but of course we'll not go through them because of the previous episode. There were so many questions they were asking these questions. So maybe if we have time, we can just go through them.
Yeah.
The previous episode. But today, wow, it is all about the national matters and the engagement of AI into it. We're speaking about education, speaking about agriculture, speaking about, all sorts of economy in terms of, bringing people into understanding the reason why AI is one of the most and best method to use. Maybe elaborate to us, before even jump into the questions that we have here, what is that importance for a country to adapt AI in economy?
Again, I want to bring perspective from this. We are kingdom men.
Oh, man.
We have been
That's
prepared by God.
I tell you.
So for such a time as this, we have scriptures.
I tell you.
To be able to bring perspective to these issues,
Very
and questions that are being asked.
Yeah.
Exodus 31, from verses number 3 to 5.
All right, let me try and open my Bible here.
Today, you want to read us the scripture?
Yes, very important.
Let's see what the Holy Word.
And in fact, my Bible was in Exodus. We are in spirit, man. We are kingdom men. So it's Exodus?
Exodus chapter number 31, from verses 3 to 5.
All right, 31, 3
to 5.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
So we start from Exodus 31, verse 3. The Bible says, "And I have filled him with the Spirit of God."
You can start with verse 2.
Verse 2, all right.
To bring perspective.
Okay. It says, "See," that is verse 2. "See, I have called by name Bezalel."
Bezalel.
Yeah, the son of Uri, or Uri, depending on the English where you're coming from, man.
Yeah.
The sons of who,
Yeah.
of the tribe of Judah. And then verse 3 says, "And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship." I continue verse 4.
Yeah.
"To devise cunning works, to work in gold and in silver."
Wait. So we are seeing a personality here.
Sure.
You've called him Bezalel.
Bezalel, yeah.
Bezalel.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible is saying that he has filled him with the Spirit of God. And this is God speaking to Moses.
Okay.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm bringing it into context.
Mm-hmm.
He has filled him with the Spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
But the dimension of which the Spirit of God is able to bring out from this person
Mm-hmm.
is one, is able to bring out wisdom,
Okay.
is able to bring out understanding
Understanding. True.
and knowledge
Yeah.
in all manner of craftsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
It means this man was not a prophet.
Yeah.
This man was not a pastor.
Okay.
This man was not an evangelist.
Mm-hmm.
This man was not an apostle.
Okay.
This man was not a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
This man was a craftsman. Continue.
Yeah. So we go to verse 4.
Verse
4. It says to devise cunning works.
So he has been filled with the Spirit of God,
Mm-hmm.
and the dimensions which he has taken advantage of, or the dimensions that are manifesting in his infilling
Okay.
or in his experience, his wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
understanding, knowledge, kind of craftsmanship. And the Bible is saying now
Mm-hmm.
that
To devise cunning works.
that he has been, the reason for that is so that he can devise cunning works. Continue.
To work in gold
To work in gold,
and in silver
to work in silver,
and in brass.
to work in brass, and in brass.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Verse 5 says, and in cutting of stones
In cutting of stones.
to set them, and in carving of timber.
So you can imagine that time, the kingdom was not in need of pastors.
Wow. Mm.
The kingdom was not in need of prophets.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, pastor.
Yeah.
I know it's not in our rank to speak this,
Okay.
but I feel is in our jurisdiction
Mm-hmm.
to speak this. There is a time that the kingdom does not need the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
There is a time that the kingdom is not in need of you as the apostle.
Mm-hmm.
There is a time
Okay.
that whatever God needs
Mm-hmm.
in that particular time
Mm-hmm.
is a craftsman.
It's a craftsman. Wow.
And so he will invest his spirit
Mm-hmm.
in all manner of wisdom,
Yeah.
understanding, and knowledge, so that he can be able to achieve something that the pastor cannot achieve,
Wow.
something that the bishop cannot achieve, something that the apostle cannot achieve.
True.
And I believe we are in that season,
Wow.
whereby if you look at, you'll see how God endorses skill in that scripture. You look at how God endorses tools in that scripture.
True.
You'll also see how God endorses innovation
Yeah.
from that scripture.
Yeah.
You realize that if you're having a technology conversation,
Okay.
it's not unspiritual to speak about artificial intelligence. It's not unspiritual to speak about technology,
Yeah.
because God
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
gives an investment of understanding
True.
in some of these things.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The Spirit of God is involved.
True.
And so when we are talking of AI in finance, when you're talking of AI in agriculture, in different sectors, when you're talking of technology generally, in all these different sectors, we are seeing the manifold wisdom of God at play. We are seeing the grace of God at play. And we are seeing God giving men understanding to be able to take spaces in which they were not taken. So when people now demonize these things, what does it do? It causes the people in the world to be able to use their skills for other purposes and not serve a kingdom purpose. So you realize that energy is not harnessed to achieve a kingdom goal.
Uh-huh.
Then we have a defect. We have
Wow.
a country with technology or with minds that are filled with knowledge,
Okay.
but we cannot see the resultant effect of this knowledge playing out in agriculture, in other sectors,
Okay.
in all these other sectors. We can't see the beauty of it
All right.
in that country, because the energy is not channeled in the right way.
right way.
And that's why we are bringing perspective that some of these things, God has already endorsed them. He endorses skill, He endorses innovation, He endorses so many other he will distribute gifts.
Yeah.
Part of the gifts that you will see is also gifts in governance, gifts in helps, gifts in, it's beyond the religious setup. And that's why we are saying that it matters more to an economy to be able to shine innovation in agriculture, to be able to shine innovation more in finance, to be able to shine innovation more in different other sectors. Those sectors minus innovation, those sectors minus technology, then the country is going to an economic downfall.
Wow.
Minus innovation, minus technology, the country is going to... The most... Do you know... the top 20 top richest countries in the world,
Yeah.
do you know what puts them on the map? Innovation and technology.
True.
We are talking of Singapore.
Yeah.
What puts Singapore where it is? Innovation. They are so strategic about innovation.
Okay.
They are so not only just being strategic, they are so... What is the word? They know that this is our target. So touch all the other sectors, but each and every sector we want it to have a taste of innovation.
Very
Only
important.
in the third world countries that you look at, they are holding on to the manual ways of doing things and rejecting innovation.
Wow.
And still saying that they are driving an economy.
Okay.
Any economy, for any economy to drive, we cannot isolate it from innovation.
Okay.
And now we see AI being a player in that. We see blockchain being a player in that. We see robotics being a player in that. We see innovation in medicine being a player in that. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
That part of our team, we have researchers who are well versed in the sector, in medicine.
It's true.
And very soon we are going to look at AI in medicine.
Very
We are
important.
trying to look at how AI can be able to permeate other sectors of the economy. We are not just talking of technology, but how is this technology relevant in different sectors of the economy, so that we can be able to make more sense to each and every sector of the economy as we look to translate that to financial value that now brings our country on the map as we are talking matters innovation.
Wow. Very important because, Kenya is ranked 8th in Sub-Sahara in terms of AI, 98th in the global world.
My God.
So yeah,
I saw that.
You can imagine. And of course, we are speaking about Singapore. Yeah, dreams are valid, but very much important. You have said something that is very much important. It's all about innovation. And as we go into it, we there are sectors in Kenya that, it's just absurd. We speak about the sector in terms of education, health, agriculture. These are sectors they're bringing a lot of, confusion. How do they manage their funds? How do they manage workflow? We have, teachers striking. We have, nurses striking. Education. We had just some couple of months ago, showers not working.
Yeah.
Maybe you can simplify to us. How can AI have an effect in all this sector, in finances, in agriculture, in health? How can it help? Because it seems like human, is it error or something?
I believe, and this is my own opinion, is actually my opinion. This is my opinion.
Okay.
I believe there are several drivers of an economy, but part of the major drivers of an economy, 1 is security, 2 is agriculture, 3 is finance, 4 is health, and the other driver is, have I talked of finance?
Yes, finance, yeah.
Yeah, so those are some of the major drivers in an economy. So when we mix innovation, or when we bring innovation into these sectors, we are actually salvaging an economy.
Okay.
When we bring innovation into these sectors, we are actually salvaging an economy. Today I was seated somewhere, and there was a woman who had an issue. And what was the issue? The issue was their son has been admitted. This woman is from a slum, actually, one of the slums in Kenya. I don't know whether you know Soweto slums. Yeah, it's a slummy area. And they were saying that the doctors need 600,000. And these people, they contribute to SHA. And SHA is now not able to help them. it was a real case. They have tried to form WhatsApp groups, and they're saying that he has this disease of the bones. There's
Arthritis or something?
not arthritis. There's this disease that affects the bone. Is like cancer, the cancer of the bones or something. So and they are saying that the doctors are not able to treat this, and the bill is increasing, and now they need to transfer the boy from one hospital to the next to seek medical attention. But now they can't do that because they already have an outstanding bill of 600,000. They need to offset that. Unfortunately, SHA cannot help them clear that. So they need to form a WhatsApp group and fundraise for it, and that's what they've been trying to do. So it was quite but now you will wonder, why is SHA not really functioning?
Yeah.
Are we talking of that innovation failing, or the support of that innovation failing? So is it the SHA which is the problem, or is it the government which is the problem?
True.
And the question and the answer is clear. It's not the system. The system cannot fail.
Okay.
Is the people behind the system that engineer the system in a way that it will fail.
All right. Okay.
The innovative minds that are here who can bring perspective to such a case in terms of health sector, that is looking at the health sector.
Okay.
Bro, we have brilliant. I've met brilliant people, young people.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why you see our today's episode is sponsored by Skill Lab.
Skill Lab, true.
Skill Lab.
Anyway, Skill Lab, kudos, man. You guys are good.
Is an initiative.
Yeah.
Is an initiative to empower young people and to make their skill, to bring up their skill to a point whereby their skills can be felt by the country.
Yeah.
We have so many. The first time we did our first episode of Skill Lab, man, I'm telling you, we saw innovations. We took around 3 days just listening to kids and they are coming there and presenting their innovations. And man, you're looking at, and then you're wondering, why are we like this? Innovations in medicine, innovation in health sector, innovation in agriculture, innovation in all those sectors.
Wow.
But the people who are giving their ear to listen to these things, they have formulated pre-existing systems that are designed to fail.
Wow.
So if these systems are designed to fail, or if the planning fails, then we are killing people. The lives of people are at jeopardy. We are talking of people who are struggling in hospitals. People are dying in hospitals day in, day out because the systems are failing. The problem is not that the systems are failing.
Okay.
Again and again. The problem is the innovators, the people who are sitting and on those panels to make decisions on which system should work.
Okay.
They are not really bringing in the right people, the right brains to be able to contribute in formulating policies that will be able to guide these systems. Every system created by man has an aspect that system can either be a lifesaver or a life giver. In one way or the other.
Okay.
But if or a life destroyer. Sorry. If the system is not a lifesaver, then so many lives are going to get
and that's why
destroyed. So
it's not okay.
Looking at it from that perspective, Collins, allow me to bring these things home. There are so many things that AI can be able to bring as improvements in agriculture, as improvements in health sector, as improvements in different other sectors, as probably we'll be seeing as we continue. So there are real problems, but I'm telling you equally, there are real solutions.
Good.
The problem is, one, the people who have the resources are not willing to give platform to the right people to be able to air or to be able to even showcase some of these innovations. The country, the way policies are formulated, bro, show me policies that are favoring technology as we you don't hear them talk of you only hear that what country is talking of politics. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
From when Trump came into power, how many times have you had Trump go on a public, rally to still talk of politics.
No. It's
How many
rare.
times?
It's rare.
How many?
Rare.
He's talking of Iran. He's talking of Iraq. He's talking of international. They are looking at international opportunities,
Exactly,
for heaven's sake. They are looking at right now they are studying Kenya, seeing how can they come and exploit when Kenya is unstable. How can they come and exploit and get more opportunities?
Of that, they have ordered like $3 billion in the Banda, creating an airport.
Now, look at that. Look at that.
That's an opportunity, man.
I can tell you equally, they are also funding so many other people in opposition.
Oh yeah.
In to be bro, these people form chaos so that they can benefit from it. They are looking at how can we maximize our economy? How can we build not the CEO
Oh my goodness.
And that's the mindset of the third world countries, and that's why we are the way we are. If our vice president, who calls himself a professor, can sit down and focus on not politics, focus on leadership, focus on issue-based, solution-based, sitting down with the community and having ways to innovate, having ways to build up, have more public participation, see how we can have more innovation hubs, see how we can have, different research centers. How many research centers do you know that are functional right now? In the days of Moi, in the days of Kibaki, we used to know of Kari. We used to know of all those research centers. Actually, there are so many research centers that were so heightened then in Kenya, but right now, do you even hear of them?
No.
You only hear of one term, two term. So that's to show you how we've brought down our country too, or how we've reduced our country too. We are not able to have leaders with the right framework to be able to absorb these bright minds. Yet all these gifts, as we've seen, they are given by God.
Wow, very important.
Yeah.
That is very much important, because one would ask and say, we have these big ambitions, but then when coming back home, things are not operating the way they're supposed to be. I want to pose in another question into that, because I just allow me to jump a little bit, because you're speaking of something very important, the innovating part in the economy. And, the way the situation is, the government has the opportunity to educate young men. Right now in Kenya, we are speaking of about 1,000, young people who are able to understand AI. And yet we are saying there are billions in that has been given for AI to be used in Kenya. And you find that in the companies that are using AI in Kenya especially is around 26%. And here we have like 1,000 people. And you're speaking about policy. How then would the government see this now that there is an effect in agriculture, effect in, health, speaking about what you have just elaborated? Do you think the policies that the government is putting in terms of training is what is costing all this?
I wouldn't say that there have been deliberate intentions to train more young people in this, because, bro, I really want you to be intentional about registering for some of these trainings that you see them posted. They are talking of digital empowerment. Bro, do you know what they call digital empowerment? That is offered free by the government or by some of these local governments. Whatever they are calling digital empowerment is a caricature of technology representation. Is a caricature.
All right.
They teach people, this is what they teach people. They teach people how to open a Word document, how to create Word document, how to create presentations, how to search things on ChatGPT.
Wow.
How to... If I'm wrong, please write on the comment section. you can even drop a link of a program, and then you look at the curriculum of the program, what they are teaching as a program. Bro, when you go to the specifics, we cannot talk of these as empowerment programs to be able to upskill the youth. The skill that is required, the skill level, the skill set that is at demand right now is on a higher plane.
All right.
We are talking of innovating beyond code. Because right now, do you know actually right now, using ChatGPT, you can be able to build your own website. You know, it can be able to code for you a website from scratch and complete it. I just saw a post on X saying that someone was just exclaiming and saying that the person has been able to create a web application in less than in just few minutes, in less than 10 minutes, and it's functional and it's working through artificial intelligence. They have no knowledge of code. So this thing is beyond code. This thing is beyond just coming and teaching down the basics.
All right.
We need to see a curriculum that takes a young person, a youth, from the basics to being proficient in that thing. If it's AI, to being proficient, then we need to see that program is funded accurately. We need to see the entire thing. That's why the only people that are able to do some of these things, they are, some of the private sectors. I formulated a company called Texan. Texan is actually a school that is able to empower people through skills that hands-on skills. Like we're able to take people and empower them through hands-on skills. Things that they can be able to do, things that they can be able to be hands-on in creating some of these things. So Skill Lab is also another initiative.
True.
Other institutions that we've seen doing what we are doing is an institution like Moringa School is a private school, but is able to even take people who have been in campuses. You can imagine someone has gone to 4 years, did 4 years of study, but when they came out, their skills are not relevant to the marketplace. They need to go through other programs like ALX. They need to go through other programs like the Moringa School program. They need to come to other programs like Skill Lab. They need to go through other programs like pass through Texan College for upskilling, because their skills are not relevant in the marketplace. Even as parents, when you are there at home, when your child is choosing a course, look at the practicality of that thing in the future. So we can't really say that policies are existing that support hands-on abilities in some of these children. It's an initiative that the government needs to take seriously. Probably if this government has failed, then the next government needs to take in some of those things seriously, so that we can put policies in place that are able to upskill these people. It's beyond the training initiative. Once you train them, what are they doing as they are being trained? I'm telling you, I've been training people. We will be releasing, I think, the 9th cohort.
Wow.
Actually, part of the people who are in this team, they are beneficiaries of that. We've been training people in upskilling them. Someone has passion in data, but they don't know how to go about data. So we introduce them to data science. Then they're able to be taught from basics to we take them to a point where they are proficient by giving them real life tasks. And as they do that, they are solving real life problems. They are engaging people. They are solving real problems that the society is facing. And in that, there is financial value. In that, there is a lot of value that is attained from that. So if we are to move, or if we are to migrate from a point whereby we have less tech talent to more tech talent, we need to see more of this. Because if they are training initiatives, why are we talking of 1,000 and not 100,000?
Sure.
Why are we talking of that? Why are we talking of that less figure? it means that whatever is being trained, there is a problem.
Yeah.
Is a caricature of what is expected.
Yeah, well, and what you're saying is very important before we just close, because the statistics show that is about 53. Most of the companies are not using AI, and of course the growth of the country depends on such kind of things in terms of transaction, in terms of database, and all that. So this one brings a problem even in economy. Now, before we go, Kibaki, please allow us to ask this question, very much important, because people want to know this question. So we are putting a question here. So how can AI support financial inclusion in terms of farming, productivity, and risk management? Because we have seen risk in these sectors. When you speak in health issues, we have seen risk in SHA. We have seen risk in education. The disbursement of it's bringing a problem. Grade 10 is bringing a problem until now. So how can AI help in all this?
I'll take it one. You've talked of financial inclusion.
Yeah.
You've talked of agriculture, right?
Yeah.
The other sector you've talked of
education and health. We can just
education and health. So we are talking. Let me touch on financial inclusion first. We have so many. I think in future episodes, if you don't mind, you can invite me back as we look at blockchain.
Okay.
Because it's also another place that I'm very passionate about. Is another technology sector in technology that I'm so passionate about. I'm into it. I've been practicing it for years.
Okay.
And so I believe that blockchain is the driver for ultimate financial inclusion.
Wow.
Probably when we'll be looking at that. But you've asked where AI now plays in that. As we are looking at financing, let's look at financing. We are in a place whereby, or we are in a time whereby we are talking of increase in crime.
Yeah.
In terms of financial crimes. We've heard of banks being hacked. We've heard of applications being hacked and all that. So AI now comes into play in helping analyze some of these transactional crimes and all that. So AI doesn't really play the ultimate role in bringing financial inclusion.
Okay.
However, it plays an ultimate role in safeguarding or covering the entire ecosystem, finance ecosystem. Looking at it from AML perspective, anti-money laundering. I'm also looking at it from being able to analyze the creditworthiness of a person. When let's say, for example, your ability to pay Fuliza. Once you Fuliza, M-Pesa have this program called Fuliza, and everybody likes taking advantage of Fuliza. So the AI is able to study your patterns, how you're able to repay, how you are able to, pay back and all that. So it's able to study some of these patterns. And once it studies these patterns, then what is left is it's able to analyze the creditworthiness of that person. So probably you paid back and all that. Is able to add more.
All right.
Say this person is viable, is trustable because of the pattern. After it has analyzed all those patterns, again it's able to study transaction patterns and able even to advise at the banking institution at a higher level. We've seen that on our voice AI, the Ego AI is able to, these are some of the capabilities that are inbuilt in it.
Wow.
We are looking at a place whereby you are able to use your voice ID as a tool to pay for the blind. So whereby you're able to store money probably in your wallet, and then once you need to pay something, and probably you're blind, you can't put in your PIN. So you are able to instruct to dial. Once you call in your AI, just like you can do on Siri. Once you're able to call in your AI, you are able to authorize a transaction through your voice, because we understand that your voice is a key identifier, is a biometric identifier. So those are the things that we are looking at in financial inclusion. Again, we are talking of it allowing people. We saw that allowing 24/7 support, especially in guiding and helping people who are making inquiries to banks, who are making inquiries to these financial institutions. And that's why we advise every SACCO out there. Actually, if you're a SACCO out there, explore voice artificial intelligence in
Wow.
serving your clients,
Mhm.
you will see that you'll be able to serve your clients more effectively
Okay.
because all their questions will be answered
Mhm.
without the person getting tired of answering
Yeah,
others. Do you realize that there are sometimes you try and transact and it's at night and you can't call because you're afraid they are asleep?
Exactly, they are asleep. True.
So you are able to serve your clients for 24, in 24/7. They are able to, and it's not getting tired as human.
Yeah.
So it's able to become a 24 hour driver
Okay.
into serving your people. So looking at sectors like agriculture, we are talking of being able to analyze trends in terms of farm yield,
Okay.
reducing dependency on different guesswork. People you find actually, do you realize that most Kenyan farmers, they farm on guesswork?
Yeah, that's the thing. Actually,
One,
yeah.
your mother who is farming there doesn't have any information
Yes.
about even the venture.
Yeah.
So most of them are depending on that party sources.
Okay.
So some of these technologies, they are able to bring data to a farmer out there. Like if you just call the Eagles AI, it has an advisory framework whereby you can be able to ask, let's say for example, you want to do, and I think it's something that we can test.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yeah, we can.
I think we can.
If the director can allow us, because we have like 1 minute to go, so the director can allow us. Oh, let's put it on another episode. We just take it on another episode. Yeah.
Okay.
You can watch that on another episode.
I think we'll take it up on another episode,
another
so that you
episode,
can see the advisory function
Exactly.
of that. You're able to ask questions.
Yeah.
It's able to answer you. It's able to help you in making some of the decisions on what to plant, what season, like that. What are the pre-farming practices that you need to engage in? What things you are supposed to do so that you can increase your yield and all that. So those are some of the things that we are able to see in technology being a driver in some of these key sectors of the economy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kibaki. That's our very own tech, of course. Bring it on right here in Eagles Generation TV. My name is Collins Canera. This is where we take it off. But before we take it off, as we always say, Kibaki, the last words.
The last word is, let's have an intentional government. If we are to compete with other international players, we need more intentional people in the seats of power. We need more decisive decisions in making sure that we not only embrace technology and innovation, but beyond embracing technology and innovation, we embrace the right people with the right minds to become a driver to these people. If we have bad people, even if they are innovative, the technology will not work. We've seen that with SHA. We've seen that with so many other technologies that have been introduced. What is really the problem? The problem is not that system. The problem is because we have bad people who are driving the agenda.
Wow.
So, and remember, if the purpose of a thing is not known, as we always say, abuse is inevitable.
Wow.
So we have people who don't know the purpose of a thing. That's why they will always abuse it. So even as we choose the right people, let's make sure that we choose the right people. Let's make sure that we place the right people in the right places. You can't talk of placing a 68, 70-year-old as an ICT CS. And
Cannot be done in Kenya.
and we have very young people who are innovative and brilliant. Let's make sure that we put in the right people. That's all I would say.
Yeah, the right people. And of course, those that are watching at home, the right thing. AI is the way to go. Yes, my name is Collins Canera, and this is Eagle Generation TV. See you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your day.